Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kasey LeAlma, and today I decided to film in a different location. And this behind me is a buffet table that my mother had, who she got it from her mother, and so on and so forth. So it's been in my family a really long time. A buffet table is supposed to hold like your china, your good china, and similar cooking or plate setting things. Mine, on the other hand, holds books, and you see the yellow? That is cookies, because I'm a mom and I can't take a little snack or a little bite of a cookie without having to share, and I haven't wanted to share my little treats that I eat occasionally with my kids. So that's my hiding spot. And these are my books. As you can see, most of the bottom are historical romance, and the top, they are romance, more paranormal romance and sci-fi. That's what is in my buffet table on that side and on this side. And then I think these two have some actual like tableware stuff in them. I think one has some tablecloths that I use for Christmas only, and then I think the big one actually has like pictures that I've taken down, and I just haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with them yet. But yeah, that is where my books are stored, in both places. I have over 200 books in this buffet table, so it's pretty decent size, though the books tend to be on the smaller side, just like the 5x8 normal. I think that's the normal size. I don't have very many hardback books in here. I just have a lot of paperback books. But I am starting another weekly vlog with you guys. I am still in revising my urban fantasy. If you watched last week's vlog, I will put it up in the card for you. I finished making all my changes from the notes that I did back in January. So that's very, very exciting. I am super excited, and this lighting is horrible, I think. But next step in my revision process, it's more of a copy edit type style. I will be working through some resources that I have about show versus tell, and I will be combing through my manuscript on a copy line detail and making those edit changes. That should be done by the end of March, and I also want to read it one more time just to make sure everything flows and there's nothing majorly missing that I need to add before sending it to alpha readers. Again, if you possibly might want to be an alpha reader for me, you can leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram. My handle is Kasey LeAlma. You should be able to find me, and it is in the description for your benefit. The other thing that I will be working on this month is outlining book 3 of my Ember Storm series. I recently drafted book 2 during Nano in November. It ended up being about 42,000 words, which I think was longer than book 1 when I drafted it. And I've known all along like general things that need to happen in book 3. But as my series progresses, I'm adding more point of view characters in, and those are the characters that I don't really know what they're doing. I have always had a vague idea of what those characters should be doing in the storyline, but I feel like they're important enough that I need certain things told in their point. So so this is my problem, is that I don't know what my point of view characters are doing. They're sort of side characters, but more main, but they're not my main character. So Ember, I have her pretty much laid out to the last book, except for I'm not exactly sure how they're going to defeat the bad guy in the last book yet. So I have her mapped out until that point. Hopefully, I will definitely figure that out before I get there. Which is why I really like, the plan is to zero draft book 3 in April, zero draft book 4 in July, and then zero draft book 5 in November. So this year I will have all the series completely done. That, because I think once I start drafting, I'll have a better idea what needs to happen in the final book. Then I can go back through and edit book 1 through, you know, up to 5 with that new information that I've learned. Anyway, so in draft 2, I introduced a new point of view character, and I think he only had maybe 5 scenes that were in his point of view. So when I get to the point of revising book 2, I will definitely be thinking whether or not he needs more time. I've always struggled with like, how many point of view scenes should this person have and how many should the main character have. Obviously the main character is going to have more, but so I'm working through that. But what I have been doing since I finished doing the notes on book 1 Friday night, I actually had time Friday night to start outlining book 3. And it's coming along really, really great. I am reading K.M. Weiland's Outlining Your Book book. I bought the book and the workbook. I'm kind of wishing now, since I know, if I didn't know anything about outlining, I think buying them both would be a good investment. But since I do know about outlining, because I've been doing it a little bit here in the past year, that I think buying the workbook would have been just enough, because it was really the workbook and the questions that I really wanted to work through. But I've been going through that, trying to answer as many questions as possible to get, and I have been writing it in my book here, and I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of front and back notes, so 10 pages altogether on outlining on book 3. It's coming along really great. I did a story summary for my main character, which her name is Ember, and that took, like, I just kept going on what I knew was supposed to happen in this book, and I was really surprised with how long the summary is. And then when I finished with Ember, I was like, you know, I think a good way to figure out what my other characters who have point of view is going to do is actually to do this exercise for their characters. So I went through the story and did a summary for, I've done 1 so far. I even put some dialogue in because I thought of a scene. I'm like, oh, they need to talk about this. Obviously I will probably change the dialogue a little bit, but generally this is what they should be talking about in this scene. And tonight I'm going to be working on the next point of view character, but I was really impressed with how much I already knew about one of the point of view characters that I didn't even know I needed. Originally I was going to do the point of view character for the mentor person in my story, and I just kept thinking, I'm like, okay, well, these are the scenes that she's going to be in, and most of the scenes that she was going to be in were going to be scenes that Ember was going to be in. They honestly need to be told from Ember's point of view because they affected her the most. So I think going with this other character in book 3 is the better of the 2. So that's kind of what I worked out last night. Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. Actually, I started thinking about switching the point of views Friday and Saturday, but last night I really decided that I should do this and I should write some scenes in this point of view. So that has been really interesting, and I'm really excited to start getting more in depth with this outline. I don't think I said this, but it's Monday. It's Monday, March 8th. I hope that your week started off wonderful. My week has not been bad so far. We got some repairs done on our house. Our skylights were leaking. We couldn't get it fixed because of the snow that happened a couple weeks ago, so we finally was able to get that fixed today in this nice weather. It was like, I don't know, 60 or 70 out today. It was really nice. Hey friends, thought I would turn on the camera and chat with you guys again about what I've done or what I've accomplished. It's Saturday, March 13th, and I haven't really accomplished anything in book 1 of Ember Storm. Right now I'm in more like a line edit phase. I want to get it seem sort of polished for alpha readers by March 31st, and I did not work on it other than Monday. I worked on it Monday last week, and I didn't make it too far. Most of the things that I looked at, I just added a note and was like, I'll come back to it. So I didn't get very far. I have gotten pretty far on my outlining of book 3. I'm going through K.M. Weiland's Outlining Your Novel workbook and answering the questions and just following like how she does it, and it has been really awesome, I guess is the right word, because it has sparked, the questions has sparked so much that I didn't know when I started, and that's awesome. I don't even know how many pages of notes I have in here, but I do this in pen and paper. There's about 9 pages, so 18 pages total on this, and I just finished up on like this. If you have read K.M. Weiland's book, I just finished up on the scene summaries and then identifying which scenes need to be fleshed out more. So I think the rest of the day I am going to work on that. This whole week I have been so sidetracked, I guess. Monday I did really good, but then past Monday I have just been not in the mood to do anything. My day job was kind of like that too, where I was like, oh, I don't really want to do anything. I think I probably should have took this week off because I didn't do much. I struggled to complete tasks, keeping my mind on things, and I don't know, it was hard to keep focused this week. The only thing I really actually focused on was this outline, and I think that's just because it's new and exciting, and I'm looking forward to writing about this book. I've actually already written in third person up to the middle of this book, but since it's in third person and I'm writing it in first person now, I basically have to rewrite it anyway. But I think it's like 2 o'clock, I think 1 o'clock, I don't know, what time is it? It's almost 2 on Saturday, and I think I'm gonna watch a couple of YouTube videos that have been put out this week that I wanted to watch but didn't have the time, or actually didn't really have the focus. I didn't watch a lot of YouTube videos that I needed to like focus on and be like, they're teaching me something and I need to actually pay attention to what they're teaching me. I watched a lot of YouTube videos about celebrities and what they're up to and who their life partners are. That is pretty much where my focus has been all week. That is just like trivial information that I don't really need that is what I've done all week. Except for my sessions that I did this. I think Tuesday I didn't do anything, but then Wednesday and Thursday I worked on this. So I'm just gonna chill, I think, the rest of the day. My husband has barbecue going in our smoker, so we're gonna eat that for supper tonight, and we just got some strawberries and I just cut those up, so we'll have strawberries for dessert. So that sounds amazing right now. Can't wait to eat food tonight. Yeah, that's pretty much that's happened this week. Is that I have not worked on book 1. And book 1 is the important one because I need to get it ready for alpha readers. But drafting is so much funner. Like drafting, actually not even drafting, just outlining and thinking up the ideas and writing it all down. I love that part. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna work on the outline with my KM Wyland and watch a couple of YouTube videos tonight, or to the rest of the day and tonight. And I get to open my new computer. I have wanted a MacBook for a really long time, but they've always been out of my price range, and I thought that it would be a good idea now for my author career and for YouTube to get a MacBook, because there's a lot of programs that people recommend to use that can only be on Mac. I purchased a MacBook Air. Anyway guys, I am going to end the vlog here, and I will see you all next week. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I post new videos. And if you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys